How to prolong the honeymoon phase of retirement. For those of you who don't know what that is, it can last anywhere from 3 months up to like a couple years. But I've had people tell me in my comments to this channel, they're still in the honeymoon phase, and we're talking a couple years past when they retired. So how do you prolong that? Well, I'm here to tell you, I've got 10 different ways you can do that. It's getting a little windy, so I'm stepping in the shade. Hopefully this will block it. 10 different ways for you. But guys, first of all, leave me comments. Leave me comments. Are any of you still in the honeymoon phase? Are you just coming out of it? Have you been out of it for a long time and you want to get back in it? Leave me the comments. I want to know. So here we go. Here's 10 steps. Number 1, and this is a big one. Disconnect from social media. What does this do? Well, number 1, it lets you appreciate the small things in life. Number 2, it'll take you away from comparing other people's retirements to what yours is, right? You could have been forced into retirement. You could have come down with a bad disability, or you could have been just laid off at your job and couldn't get another job. Social media, obviously, mostly they put up the good stuff, right? What is going on with my beard here, man? I look a little crooked today. There we go, much better. It'll give you just all positive, right? That's why I try and keep it transparent on this channel, and give you the negative and the positive. Sometimes you don't get that. You could look at that and go, man, my retirement just sucks compared to this guy or this girl. So get off social media. Give yourself a break for a while. Doesn't have to be a week. Give yourself a day. Give yourself like a big portion of a day that you don't go on social media. What's the other part of that? You appreciate the small things. You're not always scrolling to the next thing to keep that dopamine flowing. Is it dopamine? I think it is. For any of you psychiatrists out there, let me know. It lets you slow down, guys, right? It lets you appreciate the small things in life. So give yourself a break from social media. That might help. Number 2, now some people really need a daily schedule. Okay, I am not so much like that. I get my stuff done in the morning, couple hours, the rest of the day I'm free and open. That's how I like it. Some people, you may need that daily schedule. And another thing that a daily schedule will do for you, it'll let you appreciate when you go on vacation. Remember when you went on work on those vacations? Man, it was just like, oh my God, I never want to go back to work. I'll bet you for some of you, you're not feeling that in retirement. Every day seems like a vacation, right? So if you want to get that vacation back like you had when you were working, give yourself a daily schedule. Oh, here comes the wind again. Give yourself a daily schedule. A lot of people need it. Some of you might not even need it, but if you want to get that vacation sense back you had while you were working and maybe capture some of that honeymoon phase back, give yourself a daily schedule. Now, it could be really strict. Some people need it every single hour. It might be, I'll do this in the morning, I'll do this in the afternoon. Okay, whatever appeals to you. I'll bet you that gets back some of that honeymoon phase for you. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If you think you might like that, think about subscribing and like the video as well. Number 3. Now, this is a good one. If you are ever feeling like, my retirement just isn't cracked up to what it should be, those are the times you need to look back. Look back at that exact time of day. What would you be doing at work right now? That'll snap you right back into that honeymoon phase. I'll bet you anything, guys. I do that occasionally. Okay, 10 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. What would I have been doing? I would have been crunching numbers and I would have been under deadlines. There would have been deadline. I had 4 or 5 deadlines every single day I had to meet. It was a very deadline-driven job I had. When I look back at what I would have been doing on, say, a Thursday at 3:30 p.m., okay, that was the weekly meeting that lasted for an hour and bored the hell out of me. And I was sitting around there thinking about all these stupid things about my coworkers when I should have been listening. Yeah, that'll snap you right back into you. You know what? Retirement's pretty good. Number 4, you've made it, guys. You have reached retirement. You have made it. You know what that means? That means it's time to give back. If you were feeling bored, if you were feeling like your honeymoon phase is over, or if it's just fading, It's time for you to give back. I'll bet you that gets back some of those honeymoon feelings. Guys, you've made it. Help the people who haven't made it yet. Volunteer. You know, there's so many people I get in my comments that say they volunteer. Great, it's a good thing to do. I haven't done it yet, but I want to volunteer at an animal shelter. Or if that's not your thing, why don't you just see what your friends need? See if you can help them out in any way. It's time to give back. And I'll bet you that giving back is going to renew your joy for your retirement. It's going to bring some of that, if not maybe all of that honeymoon phase back for you. Give of your time. Guys, we've made it. We've made it to retirement. The vast majority of those who retire they don't go back to work, okay? Give of your time, volunteer, help out friends and family. I'll bet you that brings that honeymoon feeling back for you. Number 5, get an all-consuming hobby, okay? Or 2 of them. This is another way for those of you who need schedules, for those of you who are sitting around bored going, you know what, this retirement just isn't cracked up to what I thought it would be. Get yourself an all-consuming hobby or 2 that'll make it feel more like a work schedule. Okay, like we talked about a little earlier. That'll make your days off feel like a vacation, like you were working again. Can't tell you, man, how much this YouTube channel, now it's not all consuming by any means. You know, it's usually 5 to 8 hours a week, maybe sometimes 10 in a busy week. But that fills up part of my day, almost every single day. When I'm done with it, I feel a sense of accomplishment. I feel a sense of, okay, I can relax now, do whatever I want. Yeah, that's a really good feeling, and that is a part of the honeymoon phase of retirement. Number 6, if you're bored, you know what the best way to get out of that is? Just keep learning. Always keep learning, guys. Just because you're retired doesn't mean you just can sit around and do nothing the whole, well, you can, but that's a good way to just whack that honeymoon phase out of the ballpark. You'll never see it again because you're sitting around bored. Well, if you're bored, then get up off your ass and keep learning, right? It's not hard. Now, if you're disabled, okay. If you have a chronic disease, okay. If you're in chronic pain, all right, I get it. Not that easy to do, right? But if you're not, there's no excuse. Keep learning. That'll bring all those good feelings back. Learning, I love to learn. Now, sometimes I get lazy and I don't want to learn, but I love learning. I'll bet you that brings those good feelings back for you guys. Just keep learning. If you're bored, keep learning. Number 7, go on spontaneous trips. You know, I mean, some of you are more spontaneous than others. I'm pretty spontaneous. My girlfriend, not so much. If you're sitting around bored, what's to stop you from saying, okay, you know what? I'm not doing anything this whole week. I'm going to drive to Vegas for a couple of days. I don't know about you, but for those people that can stay in Vegas for more than 2 days, good for you. I'm not one of them. I'm burnt out after a couple. I've never been a big gambler, but it's always fun to go. I'm going in a couple of weeks with one of my best friends that I haven't seen in years. Go on spontaneous trips, guys. That will just knock boredom out for you. If you're feeling like that, if you're feeling my honeymoon phase is over, take a couple spontaneous trips. I'll bet you it comes back. Number 8, for those of you who are married or in a relationship, go on more date nights with your significant other. Okay, they could be married, they could be retired too, or they may not. If they're not, it might be hard to do this, but if both of you are retired and both of you are sitting around going, damn, man, this retirement just sucks. Go on some more date nights. Do things that your significant wants, switch back and forth. What do you want to do this time? What do you want to do next time? You got to be creative in this whole, keeping the honeymoon phase alive. You got to be creative. You can't just sit back and go, okay, nothing's happening. Why? Make it happen. Okay? Spontaneous. Be spontaneous. Go on date nights. Number 9, I try and practice this, not daily, but as much as I can. An attitude of gratitude. You have won the race. No matter where you have retired to, for the vast majority of us, we will not be working anymore. Okay? You have won the race. Appreciate that. Have an attitude of gratitude. I've made it. For the next 10, 20, 30 years, I have it made. Yes, certain areas may not be as good as I want them to be, but this area over here and this and this and this, they're not bad. Guys, appreciate that. It gets windy every time I start filming. Back behind the garage here at my neighbor's property behind mine. And number 10, this works for me, this works for my girlfriend. Go on long walks and appreciate nature. Even if you're in the city, man, you can still appreciate nature, appreciate those feisty little squirrels running up and down the trees on your walk, right? Go to a park. If not, like if you're where I live, look at all this stuff I can appreciate on a daily basis. Go on long walks, and not just the psychological benefits. Well, are endorphins psychological? I guess you could say that. Endorphins. You go on walks, the endorphins start up. That can snap you out of that whole woe is me and where's my honeymoon phase gone. Guys, if you do any of these 10 steps, it'll help. The more you do, I think the better it'll be. Okay? So, as always, from the lovely high desert, where of course it gets windy as hell when I start taping, we got this.